So, Hari Om, all of you, and welcome to this new year. Let us start the new year
Happy New Year,
with
sir.
Sir.
Happy New Year. Happy New
Happy New
Year.
Year.
Happy New Year to all of you. And I'm very proud, all of you who join week after week, every year. Almost this is going to be the fourth year. So, thank you all and also to your parents.
Give this to
We
me.
will move to our
Don't
chanting. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. I would like Utsav, if you are there, you can share your story. Utsav, go ahead.
So, Namaste. Can I tell my story now?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Namaste, everyone. Today I am going to tell the story of Kamdhenu. According to Indian mythology, cow is not only considered scared, but it is also highly respected. Now we will learn about Kamdhenu. Kamdhenu is a wish-granting cow from whom our all wish get fulfilled. She was churned out from the ocean of milk and was kept by the seven sages. These are the same seven sages from whom the Saptarshi constellation is made. And we also know that Kantavyan Arjun, who once defeated Ravana, fed his army with the help of Kamdhenu. She is considered as the mother of all cows of the world, and she is also known as Suravi, Sabal, Aditi, and Kamduha. Do you know who brought Kamdhenu into life? Now I am telling. On the first day of Vaishak month, it was Lord Brahma who created the cow, Kamdhenu. In our rituals, cow would also decorate the forehead of and horns with colors. And also, children used to pass through under the space between the cow, under the cow, so as to avoid misfortune through the blessing of cow. Do you know how cows and Vedas are related? Yes, the four legs of symbolize the four Vedas in India. Its every body part has a different meaning, as the horn symbolize gods, the mouth symbolizes the sun and the moon, the arm symbolize the fire, and the through legs symbolize Himalayan mountains. Gods like Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Agni and Vayudev dwell in her energy cycle. Lord Krishna, goddesses Durga, Lakshmi, and Kali also share an affectionate bond with her. Kamdhenu also represents religion. During Satya Yuga, the age of truth, she stood firm on all four legs. During Treta Yuga, the age of tides, she stood on three legs. During Dwapara Yuga, the age of two, and in that yuga she was standing in only two legs. But now, in present, the final Kali Yuga, she is standing only on one leg. This is my small explanation. I think that everyone has understood this. Thank you, Hariom sir, for giving this me opportunity.
Excellent. And do you know there are celebration for this now coming Pongal? All over India, there will be different ways of worship of cow and the bullock. Do you know about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let us then move to, and also what would be the worship where this type of yagna where Kamdenu was born for the betterment of the whole world? What worship it will be? Satvik, Rajasik, or tamasik?
Sir, Satvik.
Radvik.
Correct, because it is for betterment of entire universe or world. So we have seen the first part of 17th chapter, these three types of food. Ahara, sattvic food, rajasic food, and tamasic food. Raghav explained about Satvik food, and we also know we cannot have always Satvik food. So, to make from Rajasik food to Satvik, we have two prayers Brahmarpanam Brahmahavi, and next is Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva. If you can't really have Satvik food, at least you pray to that food and it might become Satvik. Sharo explained about Rajasic food, which is very hot, pungent, dry, and it causes ulcers or irritation to the body, which we should avoid. Such food which we eat regularly, then it won't let us sit even for 5 minutes for meditation, or it our concentration goes down. Aditi explained very well about the tamasic food, which is either overcooked or undercooked, or which is dry, which cannot go below your throat, which is smelly, and which can be leftovers or which can be kept in the fridge for a long time and eaten later, or which is not prayed for or not given to Lord, which cannot be offered to Lord. Such food is tamasic food, and we all know now tamasic food should be completely avoided. But can anyone tell me what is the real meaning of ahara? Is it only food? Yeah, Sarah has raised the hand. Go ahead.
Sir, ahara means anything we take in. Anything.
Okay, Narayani, anything means what you take in.
Sir, air, food, what we hear, and etc.
Yes, etc. Aditi, what are the other things which we take in?
Um, first, I think the direct meaning is food, but we consume a lot of stuff. Not only something which is eatables. Not only that, like seeing stuff that might result in our thoughts might they start to think like that. So, for example, you see something which is not good for you or which is not appropriate for you. Now, that is tamasik
Hmm.
because
So, okay, Swastik also has raised hand. Let us listen from him.
Sir, suppose right now you are breathing. So that air itself is ahara. The what you
Hmm.
are seeing through your eyes on the computer, this is also ahara.
Correct.
Whatever
So,
whatever
these
enters
five
through the body
things,
towards the brain is considered ahara.
exactly. So, whatever you take in through these five senses, Shabda, Rupa, Sparsha, Rasa, Gandha, sight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. So, please remember, children, we only dealt one aspect, that is food. But with the food, other things which you do in the whole day, what you hear from your friends, what you see on the television, what you smell, or what you touch, all this is ahara. At least this you understand today. I will be glad. Now, today's class starts with swastik. Swastik, today's class starts about worship, isn't it?
Yes,
So
sir.
let's go ahead, Swastik. You chant and we will chant after you.
Yes, sir. अफलाकाङ्क्षिभिर्यज्ञो
Afalakamshibhiryagno
Aphalakansibhiryagno.
विधिदृष्टो य इच्यते
Vidhidrishto ya
vidhidrishto
echyate.
yayachate
य यष्टव्यमेवेति मनः
Yashtavyamevetti
yastavyameveति
manaha.
manaha
समाधाय स सात्विकः
Samadhaya
samadhaya sasvatvika.
Hello everyone, I am Swastik and today I'll explain what is said in the 17.11 verse. Now this verse talks about one of the first of the classifications of yajna, danam and tapas. Now this verse, first of all we need to classify this and which one it falls under. Now this one falls under yajna. So we have first already seen Ahara. Now we are transitioning towards the second classification, which is Yagna. In what method, if you do Yagna, will you be rewarded or will you be punished? Now here in this verse, we don't talk further, but as per Daiva Sampat, if you do a yagna without an expectation of a reward, and do the spiritual austerities with complete devotion, your complete heart, and you completely focus your entire mind into God, this is how Satvik people will choose to do yagna. They will not listen to anything while they are doing the austerity. They will always do it with a full heart, and they will never believe that they will get rewarded. So, thank you, Sachin sir, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Swastik. Nicely explained this verse, which starts now about the Yajna part. Okay. And children, I hope you remember the Pancha Mahayajna, which is very important. Deva Yajna, doing
Yes,
all
sir.
these rituals. Pitru Yajna, where you, all your ancestors and all you pray and also take care of them. Also, your parents who are alive, they also are in Pitru. You have to take care of them. Atiti Yajna, where any guests, anyone who arrives at your place, you have to take care. Brahma Yajna, reading scriptures, which we are doing. And Bhuta Yajna or Bali Vaishya Deva Yajna means all the beings which are not human, but they are beings around you, feeding cow, ants, birds, animals. All this are included. Five Yajna, Mahayajna, we say, are important to done. Narayani, your verse, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Namaste.
Okay, go ahead.
Today I will be chanting and explaining the 17.12th verse. The verse goes like this. Abhisandhayatu phalam dambharthamapi
Narayani, we have to divide one half, one fourth, one fourth, so we can chant with you.
Sir,
It's
first
okay.
I will.
Okay, first you want to chant. Okay.
Abhisandhayatu phalam dambharthamapi chaiva yat इज्यते भरतश्रेष्ठ तं यज्ञं विधि राजसम् अभिसन्धायतु फलम्
Abhisandhayatu phalam
दम्भार्थमपि चैव यत्
dambhartamapi chaiva yat
इज्यते भरतश्रेष्ठ
ijyate bharata shrestha
तं यज्ञं विधि राजसम्
yajnam vidirajasam. Okay. Oh, what is happened? Okay.
Yes, the next slide. In this, we learn that there are three. In this, we'll be learning about three yajnas: Satvik yajna, Rajasik yajna, and tamasik yajna. I will be explaining about Rajasik yajna. So, next slide. Now, what is Rajasik yajna? Rajasik yajna are all activities that are done for external growth. Example: material prosperity, results oriented. Now, given as an example, that we all, before entering the examination room for writing the exam, we'll be all praying to God, let the question paper be easy. Whatever I've studied, there should be in the question paper. I should get good results for the question paper or the answers, what I should write. Then, after that, before we get our results in our hands, that time again we'll be praying that I should get good results. So in this, it is the I/me dominated. I/me dominated means I should be I should be the one who should be doing, who will get good marks. I am the one who is the great. I am the. Everything starts with you. You as individual, you want to grow more. So next slide. So there's one more slide between this. Yes. So we have in the previous verse we have learned about the sattvic nature. What is sattvic nature? It is the to give. And what is rajasic nature? It is to take. So sattvic nature here is give oriented, whereas rajasic nature here is get oriented. So next slide.
This one?
Yes. As a student, we have to be result oriented. We have to be good in academics, but at the same time, we should also know how to slowly develop the habit of giving back to the society. But as a young student, how? We can save Mother Earth. We can plant more trees to the Mother Earth. We can share our near or very favorite items to our friends or to the people who need more to us. And we can save water. We can close the tap for all after all needs are done. And we can and after whatever you have done and after you have used electricity in your room, you can close the switch and go. If after using electricity, you can switch off the electricity if it's no more needed. So the next slide. Yes. Now, Rajasic nature is all we know that it's individual growth. Now, what is individual growth? In the first picture, you will see a plant or a seed growing all on its own. That is what individual growth is. So that is how we will like to grow. We will only concentrate on ourselves, how we grow, what will be good for us. And that's what is Rajasic nature for human beings. And what is Sattvic nature? Sattvic nature is like the forest. We all are interconnected. We share and we don't think that we are getting it back, but still we are all interconnected. And in the society, as we individually grow, and when we individually grow, our society, when we give when in our in when we give back to our society, we grow as a forest. Thank you, Hariom.
Thank you, Narayani. Thank you. It was very good explanation of what is Rajasic worship or yajna. The one where we grow together is Rajasic, sorry, Satvik, and one where we grow only individually is Rajasic. So we always want that with ourselves, everyone around should grow like a forest grows with each one of them growing simultaneously. And then the environment also is different. There is more oxygen in forest than in the cities, we all know. So that's a very good example you have given. Thank you. Over to Naren. Sorry, I have to go back. Naren, your story of Shabri. Are you ready, Naren?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Hariom, I sir, friends. Hariom, I'll talk about story of Shabari. Sir, next slide. Shabari was a village woman. She wanted to know the meaning of Dharma. After days of travel, she met sage Matanga at Mount Rishimukha. She accepted him as her Guru and served him with devotion. Every day she would clean and decorate with ashram. She would collect fruits and berries to offer Lord Rama. Many years passed and she became very old. So, Rama finally arrives after defeating the demon Kaman. She brings the berries she collected that day. She bites each berries and offer only the sweet ones to Lord Rama and throws away the bitter ones. Lakshmanan gets angry and tells her not to give the tasted berries to Rama, but Lord Rama says he is happy to eat the berries, which were given with love and devotion. Shabari tells them to meet the Monkey King Sugriva so they can help them search for Sita. Lord Rama is very happy with Shabari's bhakti. With the blessings of Sri Ram, Shabari finally uh, quits her earthly body uh, and left for her heavenly abode. Hari Om, thank you.
Excellent, excellent story of Shabri, and very well you have managed to tell in the short. The story of Shabri is also a benchmark for devotion and love towards God, which we all should remember and try to be one like Shabri. Thank you, Naren, and we go move to Pragnya. Pragnya, our next verse of Rajas Tamasik.
Yes, sir. Hari Om everyone. I'll be presenting the verse 17.13 and I hope you all like it. So next slide. Vidhihinamsrishthanam
Vidihinamasrishtanam
mantrahinamadakshinam
mantrahinamadakshinam
Shraddha virahitam yajñam
Shraddha virahitam yajñam
tamasam parichakshate.
tamasam parikakshate.
Thank you for chanting. The translated verse, the translated meaning of the verse goes as forward. Sacrifice devoid of faith and contrary to the injunctions of the scriptures, in which no food is offered, no mantras chanted, and no donation is made, is to be considered in the mode of ignorance. So next slide. So this verse begins with a thought that the individuals have a choice regarding the action they perform. So actions can be sattvic actions or tamasic in nature. And sattvic actions not only benefit us, but also do wonders for the society too. So as Narayani and Satvik have very well talked about Satvik and Rajasik the ways in which we can perform the yajnas, it is sattvic actions that we do, for example, in the picture. The woman is helping somebody do their chores, she's cooking for people, and the man is carrying a cat to give it a new home. So this not just benefits us, but it also benefits the people or the things around us. And as children, one of the examples of sattvic actions that we can think of is teaching underprivileged children who don't have the money or the facilities to receive education. So not only does it benefit the child in learning, but also gives the happiness to us, which cannot be explained in words, because firstly the happiness of teaching someone, and secondly the happiness of expanding our knowledge and giving it to other people. So coming to tamasic actions, there's an example that we can take of bullying, as you can see in the second picture. So it brings about negative emotions in us, which will eventually destroy our character. So next slide. So generally, when there's a conflict about sattvic or tamasic actions, scriptures are always there to help us. They're a guide map. So when you have to go to a place, you use the GPS. So the GPS, the Hindu scriptures for us act as a GPS that help us in choosing what is wrong and what is not. So whenever we have a doubt in whatever actions that are put forth for us, so we don't know which one to perform, which one is dharmic or adharmic, then we can always refer to our scriptures, because the answer to everything is present over there. And coming to the tamasik part of all this, so we usually we suppose in the scripture, if an action is given, then we usually give importance to the physical aspect of it and not understand the inner meaning. So we simply start believing it, not and sometimes if we keep following the tradition without knowing its meaning, we start thinking it's silly, or that doesn't make sense, or it's simply written and it does not have a scientific meaning to it. So so we need to understand why it has been written like that. We need to get to know the inner meaning. So, as an example, when we get up in the morning, there is this tradition of praying by chanting the shlokam, Karagre Vasate Lakshmi, Karamadhye Saraswati, Kara Mule tu Govinda, Prabhate Karadarshana. So this basically means that on the top of your palms there is Lakshmi, and then in the middle there is Saraswati, and at the bottom of your palms there is Krishna or Narayana, and it is basically to see the three of these god and goddesses before we start our day. So this has a very scientific meaning behind. It's not therefore it's not simply written, because when we're asleep for those lot many hours, our blood pressure in the body is at a very peaceful state of mind. It's very rested. And then as soon as we're awake, if we immediately get up, there's this drastic drop in blood pressure. Basically, you'll get dizzy when you suddenly get up from a place or after you sleep. So to after waking up, when we sit to tell this mantra, in that time we relax our mind and make it aware that we're supposed to start the day and we are out of the rest state. So next slide. So let us, as mentioned in the second line of the verse, the pomp and show that is done when performing yajnas basically does not show the faith or the bhakti that we have in God. It simply shows that for attention we are doing all this and not for the bhakti or the blessings that we seek from God. So let's take example of some of our festivals of Ganesh Chaturthi. So if we take a mud Ganesha, then we are doing good to the environment, and also we are doing it just for our happiness and our bhakti towards God. So that simplicity is more than enough to please Him and to get closer to Him. But the other artificially painted ones, the big murtis, they are the which you can see in supposedly these people's houses. They're mostly done to show off how much money they have or how big or extravagant they can make their festivals. So this is what this is what Krishna talks about when saying that you don't have to show off to express your bhakti towards me. And taking a small example of Shankranti, there is this tradition of distributing sesame seeds and jaggery, which is yellu bella tindu olle matadi. So this is being followed the tradition from many years. But the scientific meaning is that the sesame seeds and jaggery generate heat in our body during the winter season, which prevents our skin from getting dehydrated and also moisturizes it. And then there is also sesame seeds are an excellent source of oil, which again helps with the skin. And then it is also has a lot of calcium in it, which strengthens our bones. So with all this, I would like to conclude saying that the bhakti that is only made for pomp and show and not with true love to the God is basically hopeless and will not please the God. Instead, it's like showing ignorance to the God and only paying attention to what you get from the people around you. I hope you could all understand this verse. Dhanyavadam and Hari.
Excellent. Excellent. All of you have given 100% your verse, and you have made it very easy for others to understand. Swastik has told about Satvik, Narani told about Rajasik, and she has Pragna has told about Tamasik. So remember, children, just being loud, dancing doesn't mean you have a lot of bhakti. Someone who can sit quietly and meditate upon the Lord, that Devi Devata, he can also have more bhakti than someone is just shouting and dancing. So that type of bhakti is much more Lord likes than the bhakti which we see nowadays. So this is one important lesson from today's class, that don't go beyond just dancing and songs. You can also sit in one place and meditate. We will come to this in the next class, where what is more powerful, whether the action, whether the words, or whether the thoughts. So because today's time is up, and we have some more discussion time, I would like to call for the next class. Children, before going, I request, if anyone is wish to take participation, please let me know so I can add them for the next verses. As we know, some children have school classes, extracurricular activities. So I don't want to put their name and then force them to do it. So since last few classes we have started, those who are coming forward, they will get a verse. So please do know that if you want a verse or a story, please let me know. Okay. And we have Sankranti coming in the corner, or Pongal. So any one of you want to speak on that? Maybe not the next class, next to next. So you can tell me beforehand. So let's
Sir,
end the class.
that
Yes,
class is 7 days later, which one,
which
sir?
is on 11, no?
11.
Sankranti is
Yeah.
on 5th.
No, sir. When is the next to next class?
Sir,
Next to next will
Sankranti is
be,
on 14th.
yes, so 15, 16, 17th will be. So anyone who is interested, let me first, Aditi is volunteering for verse. I can take up a verse. Pragnya, okay, both of them. Very good. You are our teachers only now. Those who are taking regularly are going to be the future of this class.
Sir,
So let
like
us end this and then we discuss.
if the
Om
sun.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate.
Oh,
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti
Shanti.
Hari
Hari Om, sir.
Om.